Hi, Steve.
Hi, Ed.
We're going to have a secondary look at Misha, right?
That's right.
So this is an Eventide product that was announced at Superboot, and you've got some demos that you wanted to show off, right?
That's right. I wanted to show a different application of Misha. Just a real quick summary. Misha is a interval-based instrument and sequencer, and it's always in the key, like C, and it's always in the scale, like major. And the difference about Misha is rather than playing pitches, it plays intervals. So you can go up one step at a time in scale, down one step, up two. And this is what was shown at Superboot, and as an input to a sequencer. And what I want to show is how you can take these buttons and you can pull them down onto a keyboard and map them with MIDI, so that now the keys are going up one, down one, up two. So basically what I've done is I've mapped all the things that produce sound when you do them to the keyboard. So we're just in C major, and I'm just playing like a very simple pattern. And I don't know if you can see on here, I have two keyboards. The bottom keyboard is the notes I'm playing for real here. So I'm just playing one note, and it's just one note. But the top keyboard is showing you what the output is. So very simple going in, a little more sophisticated coming out. And I use this for what I call scale surfing. So I can go and find a different. Find it there. This is a tritone scale, so it's a different kind of scale. Just to hear the scale. And it's instant film music. Chords, you can play chords. Very complicated stuff. Here's another example where we're going to play.
So is that just sending program change messages then?
Oh, sorry, I should have mentioned that. This is sending control change messages to tell it what key and what scale. This is everything that makes sounds. This is other controls that don't make sounds. So now I've got it in the key of B, on a hexaphonic scale. It sounds like this. And this part of the keyboard isn't controlling Misha, so this is just a regular keyboard now. So I can play chords, regular chords here, and with Misha here.
So as a keys player yourself, is there a kind of certain strained disconnect with what you're playing and what you're hearing?
It's the exact opposite. What this has done for me is it's freed me from thinking about what notes I'm playing, and it lets me thinking about the line I'm playing. So I can't play like this on a pitched piano. I could never play that in a million years. But when I'm doing it with Misha here, because it's very simple from a playing perspective, it lets me think about, do I want this to be something that's moving up or down? Is it dense? Is it open? Is it fast? Is it slow? It frees me from thinking about the note.
So this is the second demo of Misha.
Yeah.
So just talk us through what exactly is going on in this demo.
Okay, so what I just did before was, as I was playing, I was up here changing the scales by pushing buttons on this control system. So for this, what I've done is I have a backing track that has chord changes to it, and I've, instead of pushing the buttons, I programmed on Cubase the control change message that would call up the key and the scale that I want to solo with. So here's the backing track, and as it plays, you'll notice that Misha is changing the keys and the chords, right? So now I don't have to think about that, and I can just play Misha. So you get the idea of what you can do with that. There were some clams in there, but you know, that's what happens. But that's something it's really a cool way to build tracks and find ideas. And you don't need to know about the scales. You can surf for them the way you surf for sounds on a synthesizer. You repeat the part of the track you're interested in, like here's the first part of the song. And you can just wait till you find the scale that sounds good. And then you can move on to the next section. And now you want to find a different scale. So you put together, you know, a pretty sophisticated harmonic background to solo over against, and then create all sorts of interesting melodies.
Brilliant, Steve. Thank you very much. Do you know when Misha will be available?
My understanding is that Misha is going to be available in Q3, and I guess I should say I'm not an Eventide employee. I work on this project. So other people might have a more precise understanding of what that date is, but that's my understanding, Q3.
Excellent. Well, Steve, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time.